Welcome to episode 293 of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Bust channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today, doing a film session looking at Trubisky's completions versus the Minnesota Vikings. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. We got 15 completions, which is less than I thought it was, but nevertheless. All right, so this first play, we got a play action, boot the other way. Now, a little different. They don't bring, well, not really. Technically, it's the same thing because they bring Komet across is the same when they bring the receivers across. Deep route, something intermediate. And honestly, this was more open than anything. But we've only thrown it to one place on this play. And that's to the flat route coming across. And so boot down. And then just an easy throw to Komet. Harrison Smith in decent position. And so, yeah, we don't really need to see it from the end zone view. All right, so next, 2nd and 7, first quarter, I believe. So play action again. Now, this time, and then ends up dumping it off, but this time feels almost like I'm watching run. They leave Komet in as the blocker backside. And Jimmy leaks, and Jimmy's wide open too. I don't know why he didn't throw it there. But then just a two-man route, two deep curls, which whatever. And then two flat routes, so just dumping it off, letting the athlete be an athlete. So not mad at that. I mean, either way, I think it would have been a similar game because Graham isn't that fast. Yeah, so they play action. Not really a boot, more of a typical play action. Trying to look for one of these deep curls over the middle. And yeah, Vikings have it pretty well, but yeah, Trubisky never looked over at Graham, which I'm not confused, but kind of shocked about. So 3rd and 3 in the green zone, big third down, 2x2 curl pattern. And this was, I mean, some I'm not mad at. Again, you have, I mean, they clearly are showing one high safety, so you got one-on-one to the outside. Just putting it up for a playmaker. I mean, everybody else runs that typical curl pattern and not exactly open right away. So, and I always say, I'm not too mad at giving a playmaker a chance. And Robinson makes a really tough catch. It was really close. Like watching the replay, it was super close. But clean pocket, Trubisky puts it up. And, you know, pretty good position. It was a pretty good ball placement. Like I said, just give him a chance. Now, what we've seen before from Trubisky is completely missing that to the sideline or overthrown, but good touch. All right, so let's see. It's 1st and 8 in the white zone. Motion over to a 2x2 look, their favorite play. And it is shocking how much that is open. But one of their favorite plays now, play action boot, got the receiver coming backside. And this I don't get because you had somebody punch the quarterback and then the edge guy just stood there. He didn't even get the flat. But either way, wide open. Easy completion. First and 10. We're still in the first quarter. Under center. Play action rollout again. This time to Allen Robinson on the intermediate. And pretty much same thing. They bring Anthony Miller back across. Now they're sitting hard in the flat. So the next read. I'm not sure why they ran the play like that, though, because Mooney brought his defender there. Mooney should have just been on a deep route, but they had a hard flat defender sitting there waiting to take away the flat route, so he went next level. Good quick read. And they really blocked the edge there, so there's nobody in his face. Pretty simple. Pretty simple toss. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. First and 10. Play action. Dumps it down again. Mooney makes a good play after that. But they bring the split look again. You know he's standing in the block because you already got a flat defender. So, or a flat option. And not really sure all these routes. It's like they're banking on the flat. Like some of these plays, I don't like the way it looks. Because the route options aren't really giving you much. Second and 2, still in the first quarter. Play action. Now this time they go deep. Or not deep, but they run routes that are deep. So we got Mooney downfield. We got a route right down the seam. Looks like a deep over. Now, this is weird to me. This is a weird play action move because this is just straight down the field. There's nothing really flat, and maybe the running back was supposed to get out there. Not sure. Let me see. Maybe it was a screen backside. No, not really. And Allen Robinson does a good job of coming back and helping Trubisky out, making that catch. And Trubisky did a good job extending the play as well. All right, second and 8. It's tied 7-7. Trips to the right. So one of the few just drop back passes. Do our little curl scheme here. Flat route, curl, curl, deeper curl. And just throws it quick to Komet, who's wrapped up right away. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're in the second quarter, first and 10. We're up 3. And again, like, I don't get this setup because there's, at this point, you got 2. So they do the motion play action. Now, instead of blocking, Komet also goes out in the route. And then you got Jimmy on the intermediate, which they go to. But I don't get why they put 2 people in the same position. Like, I mean, there's a little bit there where the defender might have a choice. But unless you planning on quickly giving it to Komet to turn up the field, and I don't think he's that type of athlete, I don't get that decision. But either way, good throw to Jimmy. All right, so 1st and 10. Second quarter, still up 10. Motion, play action boot. Jimmy in the flat, which is interesting. So this isn't how we usually do it, but essentially it's the same thing because Mooney gets into the flat. But I guess he's turning that to a wheel route, which leaves that open now. And that pass is behind Jimmy. You like to get him the ball so he can get on the run, but still not too bad. Just getting him the ball. It's a good catch by Jimmy. That ball was low and away. 3rd and 4, up by 3 in the third quarter. And we ran a lot this game, so I guess it makes sense there wasn't a ton of completions. Gets it to Dave Montgomery. Yeah, one of our few drop back passes. And looks like that was planned, not like a pick route, but kind of like a natural rub route where you had 2 people coming across and then swinging it out. I like that. I like that design. That's smart because you put all this action in front of the linebackers when you got Robinson and Komet coming this way, and then you're able to swing it. But at the same time, it's a blitz, so that might have been a check down. But either way, I think it sets up nice options for you. I always like when they set the play up with options. So let me go back real quick. So this is 3rd and 11. I was wondering why we was drop back passing. We don't do that. We play action boot. So trips to the right, 3rd and 11. Got a money down here. And looks like our curl pattern. And gets it to Anthony Miller. It's a good job right there. I wouldn't say this was wide open or anything. You really did have to read this. I mean, it was open, but yeah, I guess it was kind of wide open. But you still had to read this. I doubt Miller was the first choice on that. I mean, we'll be able to see Trubisky's face as we get a little closer, or his head movement, I should say. Backside to play side. I think he read that right. I think he saw that linebacker get tangled up trying to reroute Komet, and the safety was over the top. It's a good throw. 1st down. And really, I mean, in the perfect world, you want, or not a perfect world, but in some Bears' perfect world, this is what they want. They want to run the ball 30 times. They want to play defense, and they want Trubisky to complete 2 or 3 good passes. So 2nd and 7. They motion, play action boot. Well, not really a boot. Now this time, it's a little different. They set up a straight play action. Got a vertical and an over route. Now this, and I don't need a play action, just in a regular drop back. This is my dreams. I'm just like, with Miller and Mooney, I especially with Miller over the years, I'm like, why don't we run more crossers? I just don't get it. But this is a nice crosser. Now, no one should have been fooled by that. The line didn't move, and we don't really run away from the tight end like that. But either way, nice, easy throw. We're in the 4th quarter, up by 3, 1st and 10. Play action boot to the flat route. Mooney does a good job after the catch. And a little different. Rams also do this. So everybody crashed down, and then Mooney pivots back out to the flat instead of coming across. So really, and I forgot, I don't remember off top which person said this on the comments, but I give credit to it. Really looking like just building out the play action series. Now, I mean, again, they're not reinventing the wheel. Honestly, a lot of these sets is stuff that the Rams did, but at least adding compliments to it. And we did run the jet sweep this game, which I said before, we've never done anything with the Jets, so I don't see why people care. But then we ran the jet sweep this week, so just doing a lot of this play action misdirection stuff. Now we run the crosser route kind of to the other side here. Straight play action. Got the split look, just a deep play and then a crossing route. Caught him in man. Now, obviously, against zone, that ain't going to mean anything, but in man coverage, that's the matchup you're looking for. So, good job by the offense, whoever's calling plays, to recognize that. Especially with these backup corners. Oh, that's it. They're going to run man coverage and attack them. So, yeah, I mean, overall, like I just kind of said, a couple things. So like I said, seeing them build out new things, not just running the exact same thing, even though we do run kind of that that main set a lot, bringing a receiver back across, but then doing the same concept out of different ways. Now, am I a fan of just running the same concept? Not hugely, but obviously for what we're working with, this is, I wouldn't say as good as it gets, but that's where we are. So, yeah, doing different things. So you bring the receiver across the formation on play action for the flat route. That's the main thing. Then sometimes you have them block down and then pivot back out into the flat route. We've seen that. Sometimes you use the tight end to come across on a fake block and go to the flat route. We've seen that. Sometimes we've seen the tight end and the receiver go out into the flat. So just really the same concept out of different ways. And so that just makes you a little bit multiple. And then one thing that I do like is that it matches up to our run game, which is weird to see an NFL offense that didn't have that, because again, I actually started, but I didn't publish my video about making a playbook. But that's one of the first things you do is like, you good with your core plays, and then you do what can we do off of it. And a lot of times that's your top run plays, and what can we run off that play action wise. And we didn't do a lot of that. We did a lot of shotgun passing, straight drop back passing, which, hey, look, that's what wins in the NFL at the end of the day, especially when we had a team that was 32nd in rush or offense. So it's not like we were a dominant run team. So I get why our play action game wasn't the way it was, but at the same time, it's just nice to kind of see those complement. But everybody knows how I feel about Trubisky, the passing game, and what it takes to be a true quarterback. And you know how I feel about just overall our performance the last few weeks and who we played against. So it is what it is. But besides all of that, go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.